I was talking to a motorcycle enthusiast the other day, and he's like talking to street bikes and stuff, and he's like, oh man, he's like, have you seen that new Gixxer? Yeah, the new Gixxer 1000 or whatever. I'm like, no, what's up with it? And he's like, dude, the dash. Oh, the dash is so rad, man. It's like full color, and it's this and that. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm like, you know, when you're at the dealership, you're looking at that dash, like when they flip the key on, and it like turns on, and you're like, holy crap, that is badass looking, you know? And like, that dash is like selling the bike. But I'm like, dude, when you're actually like on it, are you looking at that dash? Are you even thinking about that dash? Hell no. You're just thinking about like how the bike feels, and you know, like the overall throttle curve, just how the suspension feels, how much trust you're feeling from the tires, you know, the confidence that the bike is giving you, like overall. That's what you're looking at. You're looking at the road in front of you, and you're just feeling the bike. You're not really even using the dash. You know, like I think the dash on this bike here is awesome. It really is. Yeah, it's got the tachometer, which I wouldn't have thought that a little bike like this would have. And then it's got a fuel gauge, which I definitely wouldn't have thought that a little bike would have. But the only thing that this dash is really missing, in my opinion, like practically, is the gear shift indicator. And that's really the only thing that's lacking, is it doesn't have the indicator like my KTMs do that tells you, you know, like you're in second gear, you're in third gear. But at the same time, this isn't really like a performance bike, so everything, I don't know, I don't really, if I could either have the gear shift indicator or the fuel gauge on this bike, I would way rather have the fuel gauge, just because this is the kind of bike that I'm more interested in going far, and where my gas is at and stuff like that, you know. Dude, this is ridiculous, dude. I didn't bother honking. I was like, I had my thumb on the lights. I was like flashing my high beam. I should have just nailed the high beam solid and then be all, yeah, like with the horn. That would have been good. So that's what I gotta say about the dash, you know, like, I mean, dude, dash is only going to do so much, you know. I mean, I understand, like on a bike like that Gixxer, you know, it's going to have the fuel gauge, it's going to have the RPM, it's going to have the clock, it's going to have freaking trip meter and gear shift indicator. But then in addition to that, it's also going to tell you like what level of traction control you have selected, what rider mode you are in, and what level of ABS or wheelie control, or if you have launch control turned on. You know, it's like there's a lot more to it. You know, there's a lot more to the bike. So of course the display is going to be like more involved than the Grom here. That was all I was really getting at, is just, you know, don't let some little frills and thrills look at, you know, like some little dazzly dash freaking sell you on a bike. You know, like you should be thinking about like how that bike handles, what kind of features it has, like you should read reviews on a bike before you buy it, so that you could just like go in and buy that bike without asking any questions at all. You know, like you should know more than the guy selling you the bike. That way you know if he's BSing you on something. Yeah, so that was all I was really getting at, is just, you know, don't let something like a fancy dash sell you on a bike. You know, like make sure you're really getting what you want, because when you're out riding your bike, you know, you're just, all that matters is the throttle and the brakes and how it handles, how it feels when it's under you. That's all that matters. Because when I'm having the most fun, I'm looking up here. Not looking like that. I'm not doing that. So you guys have a great day, or great night, whatever. Talk to you later.